Today's announcement represents another milestone in our strategic North American growth initiative to seek out park acquisitions that expand our addressable market. These are all fantastic properties that complement our existing portfolio and provide tremendous added value and cross-visitation opportunities for our extensive membership and season pass base. This is a quote from Jim Reed Anderson talking about the 5 parks Six Flags has acquired recently. And in this video of the Coaster Scouts, we're going to be taking a small look into the 5 parks Six Flags has acquired and how those parks are going to be added up into the Six Flags portfolio in general. And we're starting right now. Howdy everybody, my name is David from the Coaster Scouts and welcome back to the Coaster Scouts YouTube channel. If you're new and you love roller coasters and would like to hear more of my thoughts and opinions about roller coasters, be sure to subscribe to the Coaster Scouts YouTube channel and use the bell notification so that way you stay up to date on all the videos that I create for this Coaster Scouts YouTube channel. As mentioned before, in this video we're going to be looking at the 5 parks Six Flags has acquired recently. We'll be looking at the major attractions of each park, as well as sharing my thoughts and opinions at the end of the video to tell you guys what I think about the new parks Six Flags has acquired recently. Now, to be fair, I have not been to these parks personally, and so I will be sharing a lot of footage that I've seen from their websites to see what their major attractions are and how those amusement parks look and stand up compared to the rest. With that being said, let's jump right into the first amusement park, and that is N Wild Splashtown is a water park located near Houston, Texas. This water park provides several interesting attractions such as Alien Chaser, a multi-saucer water slide, raft ride. It also has a body slide that's called Brain Drain, which is not so similar to the bonsai pipelines over at the Six Flags Hurricane Harbor parks. But it also has one of the most interesting attractions over there, Flow Rider. A surfing sort of attraction that at least gives you the ability to actually surf without actually going over to the ocean. Though to be fair, this amusement park is going to be pretty close to 2 other Six Flags parks, Six Flags Over Texas and Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I think all of which will be around at least a 2 or 3 hour drive in between each other. So, in that respect, it seems as though Six Flags is doing a pretty good job in Texas. Our next park of interest is Wet n Wild Phoenix. This is also another water park within the Wet n Wild amusement park name. However, this water park is located in Phoenix, Arizona, a place which Six Flags hasn't really touched on until now. Wet n Wild Phoenix also features some interesting attractions such as Mammoth Falls, an interesting raft ride where at least it's part slide, at the same time it's also part wave bowl, in the ways that it's somewhat similar to an attraction that I have over at Big Surf here in Missouri, but I'm just trying to draw similarities as much as all. At the same time, Wet n Wild Phoenix also has this interesting water coaster named Maximum Velocity, which is actually a dueling water coaster, which is actually makes everything a little bit more interesting. So instead of just going on all alone, you can actually duel with somebody else to see who gets down to the bottom first. And for those who do not know what a water coaster is, water coasters are similar to water slides. However, when it's going towards the ground, it has some small things that it'll have slide parts that'll go down, but it'll also have hills going up and up and down as it goes down towards the directed destination. So, in other words, really, I'd say Maximum Velocity is probably my most interesting thing. That being said, I'd say Maximum Velocity and Mammoth Falls are both very interesting water parks, and see how Six Flags treats this park really well and see how people in Arizona will think about this for sure. The last water park on this list is Whitewater Bay at Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This water park houses a couple of attractions that caught my interest the most. The first attraction that I'd like to note is a slide complex that's called Cannonball Falls. And what's interesting about these slides is that they actually drop people at least 8 feet from where the actual pool is. So in essence, you're actually able to make cannonballs as much as you possibly can. And really, I think it's pretty interesting. You can see how that drop is gonna be like. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm falling, and then right in the water. The other attraction that caught my interest is a free-falling body slide called Mega Wedgie. This attraction is a 64-foot body slide, which ultimately gives people the essence of actually free-falling 64 feet down towards the ground below. And really, those two ones are going to be very interesting and very thrilling for adrenaline junkies and people that like to go on things that are that interesting and that scary for other people. Really, that'd be a pretty fun and interesting attraction for Six Flags to acquire, and really, we'll see how that's going to hold up here in the recent years. Not too far from Whitewater Bay, there is a small amusement park called Frontier City. Located within the same city of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Frontier City also includes 4 roller coasters that show a blast to the past, while also seeing some things that could be pretty interesting for Six Flags to use in the near future. The 4 roller coasters that Frontier City has includes a Schwarzkopf looping roller coaster called Silver Bullets. They have a large Larson loop called Brain Drain, which I'm glad it's not named any of the other, like Harley Quinn or Fireball. Thank God it's not that. They also have a wooden roller coaster called Wildcat, and perhaps one of the most interesting roller coasters of all, they have an aero shuttle coaster called Diamondback. This is probably one of the few aero shuttle coasters that are left within the United States, and it'd be very interesting and I'm very interested in actually riding that roller coaster here as soon as possible, because I'd like to know what it's like to see Aero's beginning developments, at least ride something that they began with. And really, this park is very small, but it's also pretty interesting. It'll be interesting to see how Six Flags works with it in the near future. Last but not least, we have Darien Lake, an amusement park located near Buffalo, New York. This amusement park is perhaps the most interesting of the bunch, mostly because this amusement park used to be a Six Flags park within the early 2000s, but was sold for various reasons. But it seems as though with the new parks that they were wanting to get, they were able to get Darien Lake back and put it back within the Six Flags chain. That being said, Darien Lake also has a lot of roller coasters that are seemingly similar with what Six Flags has, but also gives them some new roller coasters to add to their lineup. I think some of the most similar roller coasters that they have with other Six Flags parks is that they have an intimate hypercoaster called Ride of Steel, which is basically an exact match of the Superman Ride of Steel roller coaster at Six Flags America. At the same time, they also have a Vekoma Boomerang called Boomerang. Boomerang, no duh. But they also have a Vekoma SLC called Mine Eraser. Boo. Not having it. Not having it. Not having it. At the same time, they also have a Din Corporation roller coaster called the Predator. They have a Zamperla motor coaster called Motocoaster, and most recently, they actually added a Gerstlauer Eurofighter called Tantrum. I think each of these roller coasters will provide some value to Six Flags, whether it be new or just following the Six Flags clone formula, whatever it is. But I'd say for this park, I'd say the most interesting one I'd probably be looking at would be Tantrum, and yeah, just Tantrum. That's it. I'd say that. I think this would be their first. I'll probably say this should probably be Six Flags' first, if not second, Eurofighter for them in their Six Flags chain. And perhaps you can see if they can work with Gerstlauer in the near future, see what roller coasters they can get with them, and seeing how they can do that with other parks. So those are the 5 parks Six Flags has acquired recently, and based upon what I've seen and what I'm thinking, it seems as though that there are 2 things that pop out in my mind the most. One part of this is looking at Six Flags' control of 2 major markets, the Texas market and the New England market. I mean, really, when you're looking at getting the Wet n Wild Splashtown area, you basically have 3 parks within the same state. This looks more like a monopoly again in Texas for amusement park industries than anywhere else. But I might be wrong. Perhaps there's other amusement parks within Texas, and I'm just dumb enough not to look for them. At the same time, I'm thinking about the same thing about New England, because you would have Darien Lake up there, you would have Six Flags America, Six Flags Great Adventure, and really that area is pretty secure within Six Flags' hands. As for the second piece, it seems as though Six Flags is actually experimenting in a couple of new areas, that being Oklahoma and Arizona. Personally, I'm thinking that I think Arizona is going to be a testing ground for Six Flags to see how they are within the west of the United States. Other than the ones over in California, it'd be interesting to see how they're going to do well within the Southwest market and see how things go there. If everything goes well, great. If not, oh well, we'll have to go on. But at least we all know that James from the Odd Ones Out will actually be able to go to a Six Flags park. But really, I'd say with Oklahoma's parks, it'd be a good way to connect people from Oklahoma to Six Flags and help them find another way to go to Six Flags parks instead of just driving several hours over to Six Flags over Texas and Dallas. And really, it's going to be interesting to see how those 2 parks will go out as well. I'd probably say it will be a small split between the Hurricane Harbor and the Six Flags Frontier City, but we'll see how things will go in the near future. This is really just speculation and me thinking, but I'd say I'm cautiously optimistic about each of these parks. I mean, it'd be nice to see them grow and work well within the Six Flags chain. Then at the same time, Six Flags has not done so well with keeping all of their parks really well. You can take Ronde and Six Flags America as examples, but really, it's just cautious optimism at this point. I'd like for them to do really well, but but we should also be wary of how Six Flags handles its business. And above all else, I'd say if Six Flags is going to be doing anything else in the near future, I think it'd be best for them to focus on the parks that they currently have and make sure that the ones that are on the low side actually just get boosted up a bit more and actually get some more attractions to match with the higher parks. So that way we can keep everything nice and clean, and that way that the Six Flags' weakest link is not a weak link at all. It's not a weak link at all. Those are my thoughts and opinions about what Six Flags has done recently, but what are your thoughts about these acquisitions? Do you like that Six Flags is getting 5 new parks in the future? Or do you believe that they should just leave them alone? Just let them be as they are. let the parks be as they are. Just don't let them come back to the Six Flags chain at all. And really, if you think that way, explain why in the comments below. I'd be really interested to hear what you guys' thoughts are about these 5 parks coming into the chain and really how it makes you feel, makes you think what's so good, think it's not good, etc, etc. But if you like this video and would like to watch some more videos that I created for the Coaster Scouts YouTube channel, be sure to click on the Coaster Scouts YouTube chain, which will appear on my right side any moment. Or you can do something else and actually click one of the 2 videos down below to share some of the other videos that I've created for the Coaster Scouts YouTube channel. By clicking the Coaster Scout train, you'll subscribe to the Coaster Scouts YouTube channel. I will be creating new videos for you guys every Monday, and I'll continue to work on making new videos that will interest and intrigue you guys within the next few weeks. I'll see you all next time. See ya!